Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Business English Career Playbook. We'll be dissecting everything from market trends to management strategies, making it easier for you to understand and speak about them. Want to stay on top of your game? Go ahead and subscribe. It's the best way to keep learning with us. Here's something that might surprise you. Studies show diverse teams are 35% more likely to outperform their competitors, yet 75% of them struggle with basic communication. Today, we're diving into why that disconnect exists and how to fix it.
That's fascinating, especially considering how globalized our workforce has become. I just read that the average Fortune 500 company now has teams spread across 7 different countries.
Let me share a perfect example of this. I recently observed a tech startup where they had team members from 5 continents working on an AI project. And it was like watching a masterclass in both what works and what doesn't in cross-cultural management.
Oh, tell me more about how that played out in real time.
So picture this. Their Japanese developer would sit silently through meetings, then send incredibly detailed feedback emails afterward, while their German team lead was practically climbing the walls, trying to get immediate responses during discussions.
That's such a clear example of how cultural communication styles can create unexpected friction. How did they handle that disconnect?
Well, here's where it gets interesting. They implemented what they called cultural context mapping. Each team member would share their cultural approach to key business situations, giving feedback, handling conflicts, making decisions. But they didn't just talk about it. They created actual visual guides.
Hmm, that sounds like it could have been either brilliant or really awkward. Which was it?
Actually, it transformed their entire operation. They saw a 40% reduction in project delays and a 60% increase in team satisfaction scores. But here's the real kicker. They started using these cultural differences as strategic advantages.
In what specific ways did they leverage those differences?
So they would deliberately pair people with complementary cultural approaches on critical projects, like matching their Japanese team members' detailed analytical style with the German lead's quick decision-making abilities. They found that these combinations led to more innovative solutions.
That's really turning potential obstacles into advantages. Did they have any specific strategies for handling conflicts when they did arise?
They developed this brilliant system called cultural mediation pairs, partnering team members from different backgrounds who had good rapport. These pairs would help translate not just words, but cultural intentions and expectations.
That reminds me of research showing that teams with cultural mediators resolve conflicts 45% faster than those without them.
Exactly right. And they took it even further. They created what they called communication preference cards, like baseball cards, but showing each team member's preferred communication style, best time zone for meetings, and cultural considerations.
That's such an innovative approach to making cultural awareness practical and accessible. What kind of measurable impact did they see?
The results were remarkable. Project completion times improved by 30%, innovation metrics went up by 50%, and they started seeing more breakthrough solutions because they were actively leveraging their diversity. But here's what really matters. They created a repeatable template.
It sounds like they really cracked the code on turning cultural diversity from a challenge into a competitive advantage.
You know what's fascinating? Research shows that companies with above-average diversity on their management teams now report innovation revenue 19% higher than their less diverse competitors. It's not just about avoiding conflicts anymore. It's about driving growth.
That's really the future of global business, isn't it? Not just managing diversity, but actually harnessing it as a source of strength.
Exactly right. And here's what I think is the key takeaway. Successful cross-cultural management isn't about minimizing differences. It's about understanding them, respecting them, and using them to create something extraordinary. When we get that right, the potential is truly limitless. And that's a wrap for this episode of the Business English Career Playbook. Thank you so much for tuning in and dedicating your time to improving your English. I hope you found our discussion valuable. If you want to keep building your career playbook with us, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Thanks again for listening.